Alright, here's the thing that I don't understand. In its lifetime, these things have stayed mostly consistent. I mean, aside from the absolute flops of people selling them for some reason or another, or the absolute wins. But the dip down to 170 is actually kind of crazy, and I just want to see in game what's up with it. So follow me into CS, where we are going to take a look at the knife itself and realize that that grip is clean as fuck, dude, and it's got literally the design on the entire metal finish throughout the whole thing. Like, how is this not more bought out than ever before? Plus, having the stat track on the opposite side, you have to check the other side to look at it. But this is the side you will be looking at. This was a good choice on Valve's part, so I don't understand why people don't buy stat tracks more often now than before. Beyond that, I mean, these things are at this point extremely cheap. I mean, look at this. Hold up, page up. Let's go back one. How are these sitting at 100? How are these sitting at, I mean, this is an anomaly. Well worn. That's a little ridiculous, considering factory new is 170. Well worn being $234. Who's, oh, okay. This dude think he owned the market. These things sell for 90 bucks. Never mind. Now, I don't know. I've been under the impression that knives that look good are supposed to be very expensive. And I'm thinking any of these stat tracks should be, well, this one specifically, the freehand factory new stat track should be at least $500 at this point. Because, like, that is. There's so few of them. Somebody could buy out all of them and make these just insanely expensive for no reason, man. Insanely. There's no reason that these things should be as cheap as they are. And because they're as cheap as they are, in my professional opinion, just leave this guy. Don't buy his crap. Dude's got to learn that thing's 90 bucks, or judging from the other prices. Let's see here. We got 100, and I wouldn't say it was 90 bucks if the well worn over here. They've got 8, one starting at 115, let's say 125. One But then we got battle scarred 114. We'll just put that at an even 100, I think would be decent for. I mean, battle scarred's going to be way terrible, way worse. So well worn should be 120, sure. Why not? 120. 120 for this one. Still, that goes against everything these knives stand for. Their prices are ever lovingly shitted out of whack. And let's go look at more Huntsmans. Because I'm a big fan of the Huntsman knife. Like, it just looks so damn clean. Let's take a look at the factory news. And it doesn't have to be stat track, but it can be. Yeah, these things are way too cheap for what they are. I just want to see this one in game. Real quick, real quick. How does it get cleaner than this, man? Hot damn, it's got a pearl handle finish. Although it's not really pearl, it's more like it was made with wood that got painted white and black. It's kind of garbage, but, at the same time, it's the shape of the handle, the way that the whole entire thing looks. It just looks like it would pull out spine and organs with that serrated part up there. I'm just saying. How are these things not worth so much, man? Tiger Tooth, they literally got a lure factory new for $200 and $250, man. What's the most expensive one they've got on the market? The Huntsman Knight. This doesn't even look that good, man. Not really my cup of tea, I don't think. That's the most expensive one on the market. People are playing themselves at this point. People are actually playing themselves. Now, the Crimson Web, I can understand. That's been a mainstay for a long while. We've got Slaughter. I don't understand why that's up there. Honestly, these ones can go straight down to where Boreal Forest stands, if I have anything to say about it. Black Lamet is back up there at Factory New again. I don't understand. Oh, the stat tracks. Okay. So the most expensive Huntsman knife would be case hardened and ultraviolet. Doppler, I assume, is good. Let me just inspect this one in game. Hold the fuck up. This one's kind of crazy. Yo. Well, I get why this one would be expensive. In fact, this should be the most expensive. I don't understand why anything else would. Let me check. This one makes the most sense. Yep. The fade never made sense to me. I never liked fade. The marble fade always made sense to me because it's really nice to look at. It's just a lot of color for one knife. And you could do solids like Slaughter. I don't know. This Slaughter still just looks like it needs to be down there at like $20 in my opinion. The stained is nice. That should be worth $10, man. Blue steel is kind of sick. I kind of like that. The gamma Dopplers are always cool. Come on, man. You can't have gamma Doppler and not think annoying man dressed in green. That's the cheapest stat track I've seen. Well, technically, not really. Anyways, Tiger Tooth, let me see here. That is pure yellow. It's the lure that you want to look out for. How are these as cheap as they are? I don't get how Huntsman is cheap at all. Huntsman feels like it should be up there. And just so you know, Talon is probably way better than Karambit will ever be. The Talon knives. So I don't understand how they have a cheap price as well. Oh, and if you don't believe me, Talon knives. Hold up. Take a look at this. Right there. My friend has one of these. He got his for 900 actually. Poor man. Lost 100 on that. Yeah, I think this was probably his purchase right here. But the fact that they could sell for way, way less is just insane to me, man. Because these Talon knives are so much better and bigger than the Karambits. If you came here to just listen to me talk about Lord, I just think that what is this? I just want to know. I just want to know why. Why? Why this? Why? Is it because there's only one person selling it? He doesn't understand. Has there ever been a sell? Let me just. These dudes be selling these things for like $200 and whatnot. This guy's like, I'm gonna make my bank. I opened a knife. I'm getting something out of it. But these things make sense to be expensive. So does this. So do these. These make perfect sense to be expensive, but they're not, which is what's driving me crazy. It's just how do you get something like this, man? Like you got, and I'm specifically a fan of freehand because purple is cool. Um, which is why I really want to get my hands on one of those Dopplers, man. But like full purple, like the color of this hilt type purple. It's got to be somewhere. Look at that. Okay, I wouldn't be able to afford something like that, but hey, hey yo, uh, this don't look nearly how I imagined it. Never mind. Anyway, okay, how about this one? Oh my sweet baby Jesus. Oh my everything holy. Oh good heavens. Oh my gosh. And if you could notice, the studs are gold. Unlike on the freehand when they're purple, this thing just oozes energy. This color, the finished catalog being 419, not 418, 419. Pattern template 181. I mean, just look at the clean pinkish purple they got going on there. Some would even say it's like more pinkish red, but it's clean. It is super clean. I don't understand how Huntsmans are even falling under a certain amount. Like at this point, I just want you to look at it. Look at it. The cheapest one be selling out here for $576. How is it like that? There should be $1,000 for this thing. And I bet that's that blue gem everybody be talking about. Nobody gives a crap about blues. Come on. We talking this. This stuff just goes so hard, man. Let's see here. There are same finish catalogs. Somebody named this Eris. Eris? Errol. How are you selling a 419 for $600? I just need to see. I just need to see. Is it because the tiny imperfection of blue and the slight charcoal look to it? Is it because of the pattern? I feel like it might be because of the pattern. The simple fact is, it's still good enough for somebody looking for something this simple. But I mean, I'd be talking knives here. In reality, the only thing I can think, man, is this is such a good looking knife. Only if you get it in the pink ish red. I mean, I was looking more for a purple, but it don't seem like they've got anything in super purple here, so And yeah, this one's got this weird mix, or at least it wants to pretend like it does with the picture, but at the same time, it just still kind of looks blue to me. I do not get how people have not started absolutely tanking the market for these pinkish red ones. Like, they're so fine, man. They're so fine. I think it's this one. You can't tell me the black studs. I mean the gold studs on the black handle grip with the color that it isn't absolutely appealing. I don't understand why Huntsman isn't like top of the buying list at this point. And it's just crazy to me that every other knife under that is like extremely cheap. I can understand why Scorched is. I mean, I don't get why it's $370 when you got freehand down here at 143 and 172, considering it's actually got some design to it. Freehand is actually kind of dope. What don't make sense is this one. What you doing over there? As far as I can remember, brother. Oh, okay. You know what? I should start looking at whether or not these things are being sold by one specific person, like this blue steel. I'm pretty sure that that's way too high of a price for this one. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm crazy. No, it seems like it was pretty consistently sold at 100 something. All of a sudden, the price rose really high for no real reason, and it's dropped down multiple times to at least be sold at 200 something. But the fact that they're consistently selling these things off at the price that you see is crazy. And who wants a freehand? How does the price drop, bro? I don't get it. I don't know. It just baffles me. Out of all knives, freehand is definitely getting the short end of the stick, being as cheap as it is for some reason. And I feel like all of the knife owners that have things like this or the scorched or what else we got? Stained shouldn't be expensive. I don't really care much for stained. Let's see here. I feel like the black laminate just doesn't vibe at all. And this one definitely doesn't vibe. That's like peak annoying price right there. These ones should go all the way back down to number one, while making the ones that actually look good, like these, go up in price. Why did these all of a sudden go really far down in price? Hold on. Did somebody just post even cheaper ones? Like in a row? And also, you remember when they used to put the pictures of the people there? I remember. I feel like somebody just sold like 70 of these things all in succession. I don't know why it's down here all of a sudden. Somebody bought out all the others? What happened? Okay. Hold on here. Who looks at this and thinks, yo, that's good. I like that skin right there. Ain't even colored in the studs. It's all gray. This thing looks pathetic. If you into those, what's it, Autobots or whatever they're called? I mean, sure, this is for you, you big old fucking nerd, but as far as I'm concerned, this looks like absolute shit. It's like your standard stainless steel Huntsman knife, sure, with like a tiny bit of red paint. I used to have one of these things, completely gold, in real life. That's why I don't understand why anything but something like the lore being extremely expensive. The lore would make the most sense. Let me just check in game what it looked like. Yeah, no, I could absolutely see this being worth everything. It's got the studs to match the colors, except for the bottom. That one's going to be upsetting. Or, could be nice. It looks pretty decent. I can't even lie to you. I feel like, although there's something I don't like about it, is that instead of a clean silver, it's got yellow paint, like they accidentally messed up a little bit. Or maybe like it was super freshly sharpened and that's the paint that came off. At this point, man, I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking, but that doesn't feel like it's clean to me. Which is upsetting because this is such a clean looking skin. Alright, let me say, let's pick out the best of the Huntsman knives and just make sure that we have. I think I've already picked out my best, actually. I 100% picked out the best. Hold on, where is it? I know it's here somewhere. Because everything here just shifted and changed for no reason. Was it this one? Nope. Where did they go? Did I just witness a scalp? No, okay. Hmm. A stat track Huntsman Doppler. Chilling at the 419. 419. 419. I feel like this one's the one. Check it out. This is my favorite by far. Hands down. It'll always be my favorite. I think there's nothing else that I would rather have in this world than one of these things. And you want to know what? I might take out a small loan just to get my hands on it, just to feel like I'm better than everybody. Do I need gloves? Not at all. Because knives are where it was always at and where it's always going to be at. I see it. They still have specks of the stuff. I just don't feel like that's clean. There just needs to be like this shine to it, and that's it. No specks of the skin left on the blade. That's dumb. You're dumb. Stop it, Valve. It looks so clean, man. This would be perfect. I don't understand. Let me see. I just want to see what the blues got going on. Because if I think about it, they have gold studs? No, they've got these turquoise ass looking studs. Is this one of them quote unquote blue gems? No, because it's probably not the right knife to be a quote unquote blue gem. Still, I actually do vibe with the studs on this one. I won't lie, I have always been a big fan of a tealish turquoise color. I just wanted to make a video on one of my favorite knives. That's about it. This one is my favorite knife right here. Specifically, which one was it? Was it 181? I think it was 181. That was the finish that I liked the most. All of it. Yep, 181. It just feels the cleanest, and it's got such a smoky flavor to it. This is the best knife, hands down, with the golden studs, the black grip, everything. You cannot tell me this doesn't go so clean. Even the one down here is all gold. Dude, this would be like an achievement in a lifetime to get my hands on one of these. How much is it? Which one? 118. $700.98. Well, $700. Yeah, I could see myself getting my hands on something like this. Why not? Everybody else want the blue gems. I want something that looks like this. Anyways, I just wanted to make a video on the Huntsman. That's about it. I am glad that I got to be here to do so. See you guys later. All that good stuff. Bye-bye.